More signs of a sluggish economic recovery from the coronavirus. Out today, new numbers. Another 860,000 Americans filed for first-time unemployment benefits last week. Another big concern, fraud. Over $1 billion in unemployment aid is now being threatened by schemes ranging from lying about personal income to cybercrime. NBC News business and technology correspondent Ling joins us. Joe, it's been months into this pandemic, and it's probably no surprise that some people are trying to game the system, but $1 billion, that is a staggering number. What does the fraud look like? What are they targeting here?
Yeah, they're specifically targeting pandemic unemployment assistance, Scotty, and this was created by the CARES Act. And basically, it's meant for people who are gig workers, self-employed, contractors. And because they are not having their income verified by their employer because they're self-employed, a lot of cyber criminals are seeing this as an opportunity to strike. We spoke with the Secret Service, and they said that this is rampant in 40 states right now, and so much money on the line. In fact, in Colorado, in 1 month's time of this summer, they saw a 75% surge in PUA and cited all of that to be fraudulent. Here's what the director of that agency told me.
I think they are criminals, and they are people who are we suspect using identity that they've stolen through other means over the last several years and taking that identity information and applying fraudulently to claims in Colorado and throughout all the states, I believe, in the United States, trying to take advantage of some of the flexibilities and lacks of documentation and proof that the CARES Act allows for the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program.
Specifically, criminals are able to access stolen identities online or physical identities and use those to apply and get that free money. And we should also mention that the Secret Service also says this is hitting the Small Business Administration's loan program as well. And you can imagine every theft or instance of theft in those cases brings in even more money than PUA does, Gotti.
Wow, it seems like such uncharted territory. What are state and federal officials trying to do to fight the fraud?
Well, they are launching investigations and they're making arrests. Another big case of fraud right now is in Pennsylvania. I interviewed the Pennsylvania State Attorney General, Josh Shapiro, and what he told me is they've had 10,000 inmates, people in jail or in prison, apply for fraudulent claims. And there's there's millions of dollars at stake there. They've already made 33 arrests. He tells me that this is just the tip of the iceberg. And because it is a finite amount of money, it does mean that money that should be going to people who are out of work, who do need the PUA, are unable to get it.
In prison, that's incredible. What is this type of cybercrime a surprise for officials? Did they see any of this coming? Secret Service says that they always look for crime like this because when you have a big program that pumps all of this money into the system so quickly, criminals do see an opportunity to do that. And, they really do feel like it's the same kind of criminal who would target you in a romance scam or any other sort of grandparent scam. So when you think about this, it is a widespread issue. And I want you to hear one thing that Attorney General Shapiro in Pennsylvania had to say about the limited type of funding and unemployment. Check this out.
Well, Congress only appropriated a limited amount of funding for this type of unemployment. And so when people steal from it, there's obviously less money available for those who are in need. It would seem that Congress is unwilling to pass another unemployment compensation package at this time. And so if you assume that there's a cap on the amount of money that's available, then yes, every dollar taken out by a fraudster, every dollar taken out by one of these criminals is a dollar less available for a family who are legitimately in need.
Now, here in the state of California, we mentioned they are also seeing a huge percentage increase in pandemic unemployment system PUA fraud as well. So Governor Newsom, along with the Labor Department and the Employment Development Division here in California, EDD, that pays out all of the benefits, they're all working together to try to counter this problem. But you can imagine it's already been a record, 50-some million claims that have been filed nationwide for unemployment. You add on top of that the old systems that are already ill-equipped to handle this stuff. And now you put fraud on top of it. And it just adds a lot of insult to injury when it comes to this attempt at a jobs recovery that economists just say is slow and slowing down, Gadi.
So unfortunate. And just to reiterate, less money available for those in need. Thanks so much, Joe.
Yeah. Thanks, Gadi.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.